Hi, friends. Nice to see you. Um, I have had some people asking me questions about communicating with the angels, and my next class doesn't begin until December 5th, and the second class of that group is December 19th. And they would like to start before that. Well, there are a couple ways that people do communicate with the angels um, instead of channeling. It's still, to me, it's still kind of channeling. Um, a lot of people use the angel tarot cards, and those can be purchased online or in most not libraries, bookstores, sorry, books on brain. So most bookstores and online, you can find them. Um, and there's a lot of good ones. Doreen Virtue, I think she quit. I know that she left angel channeling um, in the mid to early 2000s, and she was very good, and she had some really good cards. They're still out there on the market, so I suggest those, or there's always new ones coming out that you can try, but I really like her archangel cards, and her just regular angel cards are were good too. Um, so that's one way people try to communicate with the angels. Um, Another way, let's see if I have one here. Oh, here we go. I've always got a pendulum someplace. So here is another way that people use to communicate with angels. Um, I can kind of show you, but um, I don't have my chart here. Uh, the first thing I do is I take this and I soak it, or not soak it, but put it in salt. I prefer sea salt. So, because sea salt has not been chemically changed, and so I'll take sea salt and I'll put this in a small bowl with a small amount of sea salt, and I'll leave it in there for overnight. 12 to 24 hours usually is plenty to cleanse this, to remove any um, energy from where you purchased it from. Um, because, yes, if somebody touches this, they can transfer their energy. Just being in a store or a warehouse, these can take on energy of the environment around them. So I will take that bowl, a small bowl, put sea salt in it, and let this sit 12 to 24 hours so it will cleanse. Then, after it has cleansed, you can take it out and just wipe it off. And then what I do is I hold it as I pray. Angels, I have this pendulum and I want to communicate with you through it. Please help me to communicate with you by using this pendulum. That's pretty much all you have to say. You can make it a lot fancier if you want to, but just to set your intent so you and the angels know what your intention is. Because if you don't set an intent to communicate with the angels, then it will read your energy. And so when you're asking questions, you or your higher self will be answering those questions. So if you intend to ask questions of the angels, you need to um, place those intentions into this pendulum. And then I ask on a scale of 0, right here in the middle of my wrist, to 100, which is my middle knuckle right here. So from the middle of my wrist, middle of my wrist right here, to my knuckle right here. So this is 0, and this is, where are you? 100. And so from a scale of 0 to 100, how accurate are you, my pendulum, at this time? Now, if it goes straight out, back and forth from the 100 and up your middle finger, then that's 100%. Or if it stands straight on the knuckle, the 100 knuckle, then it's 100%. So now you can ask your questions. You are limited to yes and no. So, because this can really only answer yes and no. It does answer like in time or rephrase the question, but I don't have my chart. After, when I get back home, I'll show you a chart, or you might be able to find a chart online. So it would be pendulum reading chart, and it will show you where on your hand or on the chart different uh, meanings and different grades and readings. But for this purpose, this will work just fine. So I have already determined that this pendulum is working well right now, and the angels are connected to it, and they will answer any questions that I have for you, for them. And so we can ask our first question. Angels, are you looking forward to communicating with my friends? That's a big yes. Very big yes. Are you looking forward to working with my friends in the future? Another big yes. So, using a pendulum is really very simple and easy. And I just keep mine in this bag here. Some people have real fancy bags that they keep them in. Um, like silk bags and things like that. I have never had a problem keeping mine in the plastic bag. I do have some different bags at home that I could use, but while I'm up here at the camper, this works just fine. So, okay. Then other ways that we can communicate with angels is to just now this works for some people and it doesn't work for others. This is how my husband found out that he is a medium and can speak with spirits and angels. And he started out slow, and that's where I'll start you. Now, this will be part of my class. In fact, I'll probably cover all these things in my class. In fact, I will. But in the class, we will be doing deep, in-depth communications with angels and learning different techniques. And if one doesn't work, then there are others that we can use. But I will have you actually opening up channels and channeling directly with God, angels, your higher self, ascended masters, anybody, well, your loved ones, anyone you want to communicate with. I can help you to open those channels and to learn to use your gifts so you can do that. I'm not going to do that here. And the class that I teach runs about 3 months. So if that tells you anything, it's not something that you can generally just do. But I can kind of, I will right now give you a couple little tips. And one of the first tips is to clear your mind. And then um, the easiest and best way to do this is if you've lost something. You're looking for something you can't find. And so you calm yourself and you clear your mind and you just say, angels, I have lost my keys. Will you please flash me a picture in my head of where my keys are and where I can find my keys? And just keep a clear mind and trust that they're going to flash a picture of your keys. Now, some people do it with their eyes closed. They say that's the only way it will work for them. Some people do it with their eyes open, and they can get a picture with their eyes open. So just, practice both ways and see what works for you. If it doesn't work the first time, try again. Just keep trying. So simple little tasks like that, the angels love to help you with, and they will help you find lost items. Um, One little thing I love to do, just because I know I can, is when I go to a store that I don't know, or I go to a store that I do know and they have changed everything around and I don't know where anything is. I'm a person who doesn't like to shop. I want to get in and get out. Boom. So the angels go shopping with me. And I will say, angels, I need this item. And I will think about the item, or I'll say the item, or both. And then they'll flash a picture of where it is, and they'll give me feelings, uh, intuition. And I will just follow that intuition, and boom, I'll go right directly to where those items are. And you really just have to open your mind and open your thoughts, feelings, emotions, and follow your gut instinct once you've asked that question. And also, like I said, you can give flashes, pictures in your mind of where it could be. So just give it a try. For some people, it will work maybe the first time. And for other people, you will probably have to keep trying, but make it very clear to the angels that you want to communicate with them. You would like to have their help. and they'll be right there to help you do that. So, now in my class, I'll be teaching how to work with the angels in cleansing your body, your home, your community, and even being able to distance cleanse people and people's homes. So, these are things that I have to teach in the class, but they are um, things that the angels love to help people with. Now, this class can save you a lot of money, I'll guarantee it. Well, I won't guarantee it, but if you are able to be open, the angels have saved me so much money. I'll be driving along and all of a sudden they'll tell me there's a officer up ahead. Slow down. Yeah. So I'll slow down. They have kept me out of car accidents. I'm driving along and slow down, hit the brakes. It's like a backseat driver. But one time I was driving along and they slow down, back away from that vehicle in front of you, slow down. So I kind of did, but nothing happened. Well, the vehicle in front of me had appliances. It was a pickup truck, and it had a bunch of appliances in the back of the truck, and it had a big wagon it was pulling full of appliances. And so I backed off a little bit, and then I started speeding up, and they said, "Back off, hit your brakes now." And so I backed way off, and all of a sudden I saw the appliance. It was either a big stand-up refrigerator or freezer, and the air caught it and twisted it, and it just knocked all of the appliances everywhere. They flew across both lanes of traffic, and thank goodness, I was the first one right behind them. The people behind me were getting a little irritated because I wasn't getting up close to them because the angels told me don't, back off. So I listened to the angels and I saved all of us from being, you know, being there when all of those appliances came flying. So, and there have been other times when the angels have helped me, and um, so if you take my class, we'll be working on how to work with the angels and how the angels can not only save you money but save your life. Definitely. Um, so I look forward to seeing some of you in my class. Can't wait to start in December. And blessings, love, light, namaste. Have a wonderful evening. Goodbye, everyone.